Good afternoon and welcome to the latest issue of Print21, the weekly video news bulletin for the Australia and New Zealand print industry. This issue sponsored by Ball & Doggett, Australia's largest supplier of printable materials and press room consumables, and now supplying wide format equipment. It's budget week in Australia, with Treasurer Jim Chalmers presenting his third and likely final one before the next election. From Prime Minister Anthony Albanese's impassioned Future Made in Australia speech last month to Treasurer Chalmers delivering the 2024-25 budget last night, for manufacturing sector, including printing of course, it's clear that some futures shine more brightly than others. The print industry seems to be firmly in the others camp, with at best paltry support offered last night to what is the country's biggest manufacturing industry. If you're working in advanced manufacturing but not in clean and renewable energy technologies, the pickings were slim. Chalmers said the much criticised Future Made in Australia agenda would be guided by a new national interest framework to better align economic incentives with national interests, and that's under the Future Made in Australia Act. The framework will guide the government's decision making when it comes to significant public investments, particularly those used to incentivise private investment at scale. Of the minor support offered to small business, they'll receive a $325 energy rebate. It's a drop in the ocean, of course, with surging energy costs. Some $20.5 million was allocated to the Fair Work Ombudsman to help small business employers comply with complex workplace laws, and $10 million has assisted small employers with the administrative needs of the revised paid parental scheme. There'll be $7 million investment over 2 years to extend the funding for mental health support. That comes through the new Access of Small Business Owners program created by Beyond Blue. There'll also be $3.1 million over 2 years for the Small Business Debt Hotline, delivered by Financial Counselling Australia. The Visual Media Association was among those saying the 2024 budget offers little to drive investment or productivity, and it said real tax reform looks to have been put off for another day. The Print Employers Association also said key growth drivers, including skills and training, were overlooked. And it said details on that big Future Made in Australia fund were fuzzy. VMA was joined in its criticism of the budget by much of the business world. VMA was actually seeking various measures in the budget, including a review of the instant asset write-off scheme, efforts to tackle skills and worker shortages, and greater support for improved educational training outcomes. It was also wanting to see real business incentivisation measures and improvement to the taxation system. Challenges faced by business and an appropriately articulated approach to productivity were also wanted to be addressed. It said there was little to no action in any of these areas. Multi-channel communications specialist Engine has acquired sign and display business DNA Media as the company looks to build on its successful entry into wide format printing, which began 6 months ago. The business is being rebranded. DNA Business is being rebranded into the Engine stable and will be given a new website, enginesigns.com.au. DNA CEO Neil Collier, well known, will come over to Engine, which will also keep all DNA staff and equipment, including its 3.2 metre wide HP latex printer. DNA, in fact, located just 5 minutes away from Engine in Dandenong South. It'll keep the same premises. For printers looking at other new opportunities, Massivit is launching a new printer and its 3D series, the Massivit 3000, which it says provides affordable, high-performance 3D printing solution for print service providers and entertainment fabricators. The printer will be unveiled at Drupa next week. Finally, congratulations to leading industry supplier Currie Group, celebrating 75 years of innovation and service in the industry. For the business, it now has a national footprint, of course. It began life back in 1949 in Melbourne. Like many companies, they had humble beginnings, starting as a print engineering company, Currie and Southwood, established by a young Bill Currie and Tom Southwood back in 1949. Currie Group today is one of the industry's biggest and largest and most comprehensive suppliers, with an evolving portfolio of solutions that encompass everything from digital and analog print, finishing equipment, sign and display solutions, software and consumables, all backed by its technical support and service operation. And of course now it covers every part of Australia and New Zealand, so congratulations to all at Currie Group. That's it for this week's issue of Print21. Go to print21.com.au for all these stories in depth and more. You won't find them anywhere else. Thanks to our sponsor Ball & Doggett. This is Wayne Robinson, editor of Print21, signing off for another week.